Greetings to the Bring a Trailer audience, all million plus of you. This is Steve Serio from Bond Group, Waltham, Massachusetts. I'm here to talk about, I believe, the first Bizzarrini offered on Bring a Trailer, and I'm bringing it to you. And not only is it a Bizzarrini 5300, it is a 5300 America, one of 10 that was ever produced. And Bizzarrini records are a little, let's just say, loose, kind of like NBA gambling. No one is really paying attention the entire time. My color commentary of the day. So Bizzarrini made approximately 114, 115 cars in period. Again, no one is really sure of that final number, and you guys can argue all day long in the comments about how many were originally made. But if you track those cars, there were approximately 10 Americas built. And the difference between a 5300 Strada and a 5300 GT America is simple. The Americas had fiberglass bodies and an independent rear suspension. They were the closest brother, the closest sibling to the Grifo A3C race car. Those were the ones that are the most famous. If you look at, I guess the most famous one in the United States is owned by Bruce Meyer in Beverly Hills. This is the street car version of that competition car. Interestingly, again, if you dig into it, out of the 10 or so cars that were made, 8 of them have already been converted to courses, and they're run in Europe, they're run in the Tour Auto, they're run at Goodwood, they're run in all the historic events. This could be the only one that has survived in street trim. If you go through the records, again, one of the Bibles of these cars is Jack Koobs de Hertog, may he rest in peace, his register. And in the register, this car is shown to be sold to somebody by the name of Ray Smith in Orange, New Jersey. I got the car from William Beach, and William Beach got the car from Ray Smith, or so we believe. Now, interestingly, the title in Mr. Beach's paperwork shows the car having 6,000 miles when he bought it. It's got about 13,000 miles on it now. So not only could this be the last street car, it could be 13,000 mile original car. So you've got this beautiful blue color. It was believed to be delivered with a white interior, and when Mr. Beach did his restoration for presentation at Amelia Island in 2013, he changed it to light gray, or it was always light gray. Again, the factory records are a little, let's say, the best kind word is nebulous. Not always correct and not always complete. So the car, one of 10, still in street trim, could be the only one like that. Strangely enough, one of the GT Americas is listed as being built with an aluminum body, so this could be the only fiberglass body, independent rear suspension, and set up originally with Weber carburation and not the single Holley. So this is a real holy grail of a Bizzarrini. Let's dig into it bit by walking around the car. But this is a chance for somebody to get into a one-of-a-kind collectible. And if I can sort of go on about Bizzarrini just for 1 minute here, if this had a Ferrari badge on it and it had a 12-cylinder engine on the front of it, you're looking at the Series 3 Ferrari GTO. That was a Giotto Bizzarrini's edict from the get-go, was to make a car better than the first 2 cars he was involved with at Ferrari, the GTO Series 1 and Series 2. I mean, Bizzarrini was involved with lots of things, ASA, ATS, the build in the original engineering of the Lamborghini V12 motor. So he was the guy, he was the engineer, and you can get into his history and spend all the time you want in a deep dive about Giotto Bizzarrini. But behind me is his version of what he would have built at Ferrari had he stayed there. All of that's in the history books. It's not just me sort of being, filling this conversation with sort of puffery and flowery wording, but believe what you want. That thing does drive like a Series 2 GTO, only slightly better. And having driven one, I can tell you that from firsthand experience. So good luck bidding. Hopefully you end up with this car in your garage, because you will have a one-of-a-kind Italian masterpiece, a one-of-a-kind Bizzarrini of the highest order. Good luck. One of the most desirable things in any Bizzarrini is the carburation setup. Most of the cars came with a single Holley, but if we open the hood of this GT America and we look into the beast here, here is the 4 Weber setup, which is a work of art on top of a Chevy small block. It is a great thing. In the book, it says it makes about 420 horsepower. You drive it, it certainly feels that way. But again, you know, fully restored car here by the previous owner. This is just this magnificent work of art under the hood. So I think any true Bizzarrini enthusiast will say, yeah, give me this setup. It's going to make the great sound, it's going to make the great power, and it's going to look cool as hell. So that's what we have under this side. If you look at other details of the car, let me put this down. Again, you've got a fiberglass body. What's interesting about this is this vent, not often seen on a lot of the 5300 Stratas. Now, conjecture, I don't know this to be true, I don't know it not to be true. There's usually a 4-louver vent right here in most of the cars. It's not here. So I don't know if Mr. Beach covered it up. It may have been there, it may not have been there, because each and every one of these things was certainly built differently. Also, one of the neat touches on the GT America here is that door handle. There are 2 styles on a Bizzarrini. That's the better looking, rarer handle. Little things like that seem to make a huge difference in these cars. You've got the single tail light setup in the rear. Actually, that's more common. And inside, you have the later style dashboard. 2 bucket seats. That's all there is to it. There's not a lot of detailing here that you get into the weeds with. More importantly, fiberglass body, independent rear under the back of the car, 4 Webers in the front. What else would you want in an Italian car?